taller I become, the further you take my wretched way, the faster I will run. You can deny me, you can decide to turn your face away.
Good evening all you Facebook viewers. Sunday Night Live, 9 o'clock. I speak for every forced adopted child in this country and all over the world. This is a worldwide problem we are combating out there. A worldwide problem. And this song is for the children of the world. Any protest regarding a child, this song should be played loud. I just want to say a few thank yous to a few of my people on my who I say is my work engine on Facebook. Big shout going out to Alison up in Runcorn, watching tonight. Thanks a lot, girl, for all the support you've been giving. Emma Howard, love the Danny Boy's picture, her hat, red hat. Everybody, you've got to get a red hat. You know, the force. There's a few people now gone out to get red hats. Really impressed, you know, showing that you do really care. Joyce Finger, big shout going out for you. Thanks a lot for what you do. Shirley Jones with the twins, big thanks to you. Tracy Louise Hales, thanks to you. Big shout going out to Dave Farmer in the States. Big shout going out for you. I've got a lot of people following me in the States tonight. As this is a worldwide problem, social services. Children do go from the UK over to the States to get away from the families that are over in the UK that are seen as a big family. They ship the kids off to places like the States, and no doubt vice versa happens. How much money does that cost the social care budget? You know? They're not looking into things properly. They're really not. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to touch on social workers. Social workers and the way they are and what they do. It's shocking, you know, the amount of lies that are being told in courts up and down this land, swearing on the Bible, standing on oath, telling lies and stealing people's children. That's what social workers are doing in the UK. It's going on in the States. There's a lot of families that contact me in the States. I show my support over there because it is actually a worldwide problem. Social workers, they're lying in courts every day, swearing on oath. You've got CAFASA in there, you know, all peeing in the same pot, you know. When you try and get justice from these social workers, it's near on impossible. It's like they automatically get Section 71 immune from prosecution, do you know? I mean, perjury is a very serious offence, and I can prove my local council perjured themselves to steal my child. Now, not one person from the establishment or Parliament has come to me about my accusations of perjury. That is a very serious allegation, Thurrock Council. Now, if you can't defend yourself, what are you going to do about it? Because the social workers in my case have been going for 13 years. How many children have they stolen in 13 years? You know? It's shocking. The 2014, 2,500 children were taken, and it's just gone up and up and up, you know? It just keeps going up. I mean, councils are screaming out for foster parents, training up people to be foster parents. You haven't got enough placements to place them. You're still taking them at an alarming rate. And the children you're stealing, social workers, they're from good families, most of them. Why are you stealing from nice families, loving homes? You know, it's shocking. I mean, I'm not going to hold back tonight, and we've got a few influential people looking on me tonight. They want me to trip up now, but I'm a voice for all you people. I see all my Facebook friends on my friends list as my extended family, because I know how you're feeling. I know how it feels to have your child stolen. You know, in some cases, social services have got right, but at the end of the day, by God, these social workers do need to be held to account, because the HCPC, the Health Care Professionals Council, which is where the social workers go to be held to account, mate, it's shambolic. It's shambolic. We want to start seeing social workers going to prison. You know, that's what we want to start seeing, and cleaning social service up. Because if I start my party up in the social service party, it is going to protect children all around the world. Because this is a world problem. You know, I'm viewed all around the world because of this problem. You know, it's not organised trafficking at the hands of the government. I mean, what is in it for you guys? Where are these children going? You know, my mind wanders most of the time. You know what I mean? When parents are going into these hospitals to have babies, and you're getting social workers that are moving in there straight away. I mean, some of these children that are not even born, the social workers are moving in. You know, doing pre-birth assessments and moving in on them, saying we're going to remove your children. Do you know what I mean? And when you get into the hospital and the mum's giving birth to the child, mate, they're so heartless, you social workers, you're heartless. You did it to me. You came to the hospital more than said to me, you can't go back to your home, it's too unsafe. From there then on, you tried to steal my child, like you do everybody else's. You divide communities, social workers. That's what you've been doing. You've been dividing the communities and stealing children for profit and bonus. I've saved another child. No, you've stolen another child, and you've kept it Persian to do that. But to be going into hospitals, and the hospitals are helping these social workers. There's a hospital in Romford that's come up on my radar. That I might be going to this Romford hospital. Got a lot to play with social workers. Regarding neglect clinics and everything else, there's one in Thurrock where I live. There's a Dr. Najraj. I'm going to name her. She works for social services. And what she does is social workers send families to her to the neglect clinic for the slightest bruise. You know, neglect clinic. And this woman is telling lies. I can prove it in my case, and I can prove it in other cases as well. The only reason I can't show it is because of data protection laws. Right? Now, it's shocking. Got right across the board with assessments. They're supposed to be independent. I don't know why all you people are not going out your way to get your own assessments done independently. Never mind what the social workers are saying, right? You go and get your own independent assessment done, and it will be independent and fair. I got one done, and it was fair. And what the local authority tried to do in court with me and my assessment, what was independent, they tried to get thrown out and tried to get it put with their assessment woman saying, oh, well, it's wrong, we have to get you to change your opinion. And he just wasn't budging, the guy that done my assessment, you know. And it just blew the local authority's assessment out the water, you know. And I've got another son, you know, whose social service failed, you know. When I come under hard times, I'm going to relapse. Relapse for what? Social workers are not mentally trained, physically or skillfully, to say anything about your mental health. Social workers said my mental health was deteriorating through the process of court. I bet you they don't think that now, do they? I bet you their mental health's deteriorating. If checked out on the 4 social workers, I know where all the 4 social workers work and live. It would have involved in my case. Now, the government have got to take warning to this. When am I going to get justice on these social workers? Because they don't automatically get Section 71 and move from prosecution, because they've committed criminal acts in a civil action court process. Does that make it right? So can I break laws in the civil process and I can't be held to account? If I hit a social worker, what would happen? I wouldn't have my child now. So I'm unfortunate for all these people in the UK and around the world where social workers have been telling lies. And don't tell me it don't happen, because it does. I can prove it. Social workers commit perjury and steal children. I'm going to go at you tonight, government, because I've had enough of it. You know, the BBC don't want to come see me. Why not? Why not? You know, I'm gaining popularity. You know, because I'm going to start a social service partner. Really taking it seriously. Really taking it seriously. Child protection, I'm going to show you, the government, real child protection. Because you tell everybody in the Houses of Parliament children's services are not for profit. Clearly it is when I look into it. Extravagant wages, What's that all about? The foster parents looking after other people's children, £300 a week plus. What's that all about? A single mother on the street on benefit will get that. Foster parents are meant to do it for the love of the children, not for the extra bed, to pay the extra bedroom tax. Because that's what some of the foster parents do. And they don't even look after the children. Some of them are abusing the children. Some of them are slating the parents to the children, mentally abusing them. People's children have been stolen off of them and they're being mentally abused by the social workers. Oh, your mum and dad haven't turned up at contact. They couldn't be bothered. Why are you telling children stuff like that? And other things to the same effect. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And it's mental and emotional abuse to a child. And you're taking kids off a family for the same reason. And I bet you most of you haven't got kids. How can you go to a father's home or a mother's home and tell them how to be a parent? You're a failing government on children. It don't make sense. Big shout going out to everybody that's logged on tonight. I'm taking this serious because this is actually a problem that needs combating, you know, because is it a form of ethnic cleansing? I don't know, you know. God makes people every day, he doesn't make land, you know. All them paedophiles, sex offences against children. You want to reduce the population? I've got great plans in the Social Service Party for child sex offenders and child murderers. And it's not a death penalty. And I will put on my manifest. And by God, everyone will like the idea. Even the police will like the idea. And let me tell you why the police will like my idea. The police are sick and tired of watching them when they come out of prison. The police are sick and tired of running after people that have beat them up. The taxpayers are sick of them, keeping them in prison, keeping them protected. The taxpayers cost them loads of money. I've got great ideas for child sex offenders. I've suffered all forms of abuse at the hands of the establishment. I've been the failed after child. The government can't tell me nothing. I have eaten, slept, dreamt, been abused by social care. I can say to MPs, what do you know? I've been that failed, looked after child. Now, all you people on tonight, if you want to see where I'm from, if you look up Lower Lee Boarding School Abuse, that's the boarding school I went to. Now, this boarding school's been knocked down, right, and they've built a load of extravagant houses on top of it. I am going to go there and tell all the residents what their house was built on. Big shout going out to you, Stevie, my nephew. Love you loads, mate. Glad you've logged on tonight. Big shout going out to Kaz. Big shout going out to Jamie, Tim, Jazz. You know, there's loads I can name. Keep your questions coming in. Any part of social services you want to touch on, I can relate to it. Using my own story, I have got a hell of a load to go on. I've lived social services. I've served every establishment there. I've right up to prison. So please don't be under the illusion you can't get your child back. I'm with every single one of you. I've got my child back. I don't need to do this, but I felt the pain to the core of the bones. To feel my child stolen, there's nothing I can do about it. So that's why I fight for change, because it is my therapy to deal with my failed past at the hands of the establishment. And they choose to ignore it still. They choose to ignore it still. But we've got a Lord on tonight watching secretly, follows me on Twitter. Big shout going out to you. Lord Breath McLean, Hastings in East Sussex. Big thank you for following me and showing interest in the forced adoption. Again, you've got friends in the Lords of Lord Folkes and Lord Beecham. They said in one of the bills of the social care that it was a criminal offence not to report abuse. Now, I've been abused to the kingdom comes into the hills and back. My son's been abused at the hands of Thurrock Council, you know. I've had a psychiatric assessment done at the Priory. The damage the council and the social workers have done to my son. They nicked my daughter, went back to court to try and defend the perjury, so they doubled up on their perjury in fairness, to try and adopt my child and say I was a terrorist, a violent armed robber. You know, I cleared my name. All you families out there, you know, don't be under the illusion it can't be done. You know, it can be done and you can get your kids back. I mean, there's a lady out there with twins that I'm talking to in a minute. Shirley, big shout going out for you. Love you loads. I think you've got good there, Shirley. You touched on me a little bit. I spoke to your daughter last night through Facebook. Really worried. Domestic violence and all the rest of it. Carry on doing what you're doing, guys. I mean, as long as you've got a close network around your daughter, they'll probably come round tomorrow, social workers, to do a viability assessment on her. To have, is it kingship? I think it's called kingship. They do a viability assessment on you, see if anyone else can have it, like your mum and that. Shirley, don't be under the illusion because you've got kids already, you're looking after them, because there's kids in society now, 7, 8 kids. So don't be listening to that as an excuse. And any paperwork you get it. You know, don't sign anything until you've seen it with your legal team. Tell them you'll go away and look at the paperwork. Good on you sticking by your daughter, you know, and you need to get a restraining order out on the guy before he comes out of prison, Shirley. I'll stress that to you. It'll give you the better chance of getting a child then, you know. Get a room ready for the child for when it does come, you know. But good luck to you and thanks for following me and all the work you're doing. Love you, sis. Love you too, you know. You know all the abuse I've suffered as a child growing up, you know. Battered by my stepdad at weekends, off to a boarding school during the week, battered by all the teachers, you know, locked in classrooms, tables and chairs thrown at me, battered with hockey sticks, had cricket balls in a box, you know, one after the other with a cricket bat. You know, there's plenty of people on my Facebook who back me what I'm saying. None of us had justice, you know, and this is at the hands of the social services. You know, they put me there, left me there to be beaten, you know, and it's left me feeling like I need to be beaten up now and again, you know, feel normal again. It's crazy, man, it's crazy. So someone's asked me, Donna, you've asked me about what school it was. Lower Lee boarding school, child abuse. If you look that up, you'll see on there the boarding school. The headmaster actually passed away. The deputy head of care, so obviously once you leave the classrooms in the morning, you go to the night time to go to bed and shower and activity and all the rest of it. That's, again, abuse was happening there, you know, being smacked about and all the rest of it, thrown in cold showers, a lot, you know. Lower Lee boarding school. I went on from there to secure units, young offenders institution, and then off to prison. I went to young offenders institution because I burned school down because I needed to get out of the abuse of going on to my stepdad and going to the boarding school. You know, I just wanted away from it, so I set school on fire. Do you know what I mean? Just the way it is. They held it against me in court, but you know, it's historical. I've dealt with my past and I got my child back. Big shout going out to everybody in the States. Thanks for all the support. I'm gaining a lot of support in the States because obviously it is a worldwide problem, and I am going to do a great job on this, Donald. We're going to do a great job on this for children because, mate, we're sick of it, you know, and we're going to unite and we're going to combat it, you know, we're going to combat it together. I'm not going anywhere, you know. The Crown would love to bang me up, they would love it, and they're watching tonight, you know, don't get me wrong, they're watching it tonight, and I'm going to tell them social services are stealing children, you know. Let's get to the real issues of your councils. The central cog of your government is social care. I know it the best. Now I've got solutions. Now Theresa May is the Prime Minister of the UK. I was in an election in 2015. Right, I was used by MP Jackie Dole-Price. The MP, Jackie Dole-Price, is the centre heart of forced adoption. She knows exactly what's going on and she's turned her back on it. Right? She knows what's going on and she turned her back on it. Now, Lord Beecham and Lord Foulkes stated it was a crime. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? You know? It's all right talking a good race and policy when it holds you, for you, the government, But now I've got you. For all these families, yeah, I've got you. Perjure yourselves to steal my child. I can prove it. And what you going to do about it? Not one official's been to my door. Social services are failing families up and down the country, spending millions and millions of pounds. Social care is not meant to be for profit. Why are all these families in the community crying? Answer me questions. Because you ain't big enough to come round the door and nick me for what I'm saying, so it must be truth, innit? Bruv, off the street, innit? I'm sick and tired of it. Social services stealing children. And I'm just going to get bigger, I'm just going to get bigger and bigger. My ideas and aspirations for children throughout the world are going to be unbelievable. I could probably cure cancer. I could probably cure AIDS. I could probably cure Alzheimer's, because my ideas are going to be the best. And the government, I'm going to show you how to save money in social care. I can slate you as much as I want with your social care, but at the same time, I've got your solutions. So I'm able to slate you. For all them families, I'm going to tell you about it is government. Because I know you're watching. Take me on side. Any of you political parties, why don't you come and have a chat? Why don't you come and have a chat? You know, I'm a nice guy, I'm level-headed. As you can see, if you look me up on my profiles, you can see I've got control. I've got missus at the side of me again tonight, passing me notes. Got a light in my face, so I'm reading off a white paper again. Didn't think about it until I switched on. But bear with me tonight as these messages get passed from my missus. She'd love to come on show, you know, she'd love to come on show. But she gets too emotional when she reads your posts. Now we do care, you know. I get choked when I read posts. Donna, inbox me please, girl. Donna, inbox me. I'll have a look at your stuff. I'll give you the best advice I can. But what I won't do is give you false promises, you know. I can't promise that I'm going to bring your kids out, but I can help you as much as I can. Kerry Rapson, inbox me again. Let me know what your court date is. If you want me to come to court, I'll come to court as an advocate to you, you know, as a stone, shoulder to cry on. Because you're too far along the line, girl, and there's nothing I can change, you know. Things have been done, things have been said, but again, I'll come and I'll be a rock for your court, yeah. I do that anyway for people. Big shout out to everybody who's logged on tonight. Please like and share all my posts. Please like and share this video. Let's get it out there. Another thing I want to touch on tonight is contact centres regarding social workers. Why are you social workers? Why are you social workers failing the contacts with the parents? Why are you doing that? And then telling the children, oh, your mum can't be bothered to turn up. You should be stop mentally abusing the children in the care system. Parents are mentally being abused at social services' hands. They're turning up for contact. Are you listening, government? Social workers are mentally abusing parents. They're turning up at contact parents to be told they can't have contact by the social worker for some unknown reason. And then go back to the child and saying, your mum didn't want to turn up, didn't want contact. So now divide's in there. Divide. It's all part of divide and conquer. Social workers are practicing this in contact centres. Lying, telling fibs on contact report notes. Now I want to tell all you families out there who's got contact. Every 2 weeks, you should have access to contact report notes. They should be supplied to you. I got them throughout my court process. I contact 3 times a week for 2 hours. Every 2 weeks, I got my contact report notes. I read them, I took copies and give the copies to my legal team. Every family should be doing the same. You need copies of your contact report notes. When you turn up at contact, you should be getting a little slip to say you've turned up at contact and who turned up at contact. And contact centres give this out. So when you go to contact, ask for proof you've turned up. Show the court you did turn up and it's been cancelled for this reason. Social workers stop telling lies and stop mentally abusing the children in care. At the same time, parents, let them have their contact. let them have a fair crack of the whip. Next thing I want to talk about, meetings. Parents being phoned up by social workers, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You've got a meeting in a minute, a lack review meeting. I didn't know that, no one told me. Yeah, the letter was sent out. Social worker telling lies. They missed the meeting. The social worker then goes into a meeting and says, no, you haven't turned up, don't know where they are, don't know where, no, couldn't be bothered. Stop telling lies, social workers. Stop telling lies in meetings. Stop winding people up in meetings. Oh, you've got an anger problem, sir. Oh, you must have an anger problem. Oh, what's up? Why are you trying to play for a reaction to steal their children? You didn't get a reaction out of me, did you? You didn't like it, did you? You social workers, you know who you are in my case. I hope you're mentally abused on what I'm doing. Because I'm coming for you for social workers legally, and I'm going to see you behind the door doing bird. Social media. Social workers are going on computers, government. I hope you're watching, I know you're listening, because I know you are. I'm going to tell you how it is, because I don't hold back. Social workers are going on social media and bragging about how many children they've adopted, how many they've fostered, how much shit, so to speak, sorry for swearing, they've thrown into the pot. I don't edit my videos. Nah. Why are social workers going on computers bragging? Don't you feel the same for social workers? What's the government doing about this? What's the Healthcare Professional Council? Are you not policing social media on social workers? Why are you not doing that? I've always said along the line, who is watching The Watchmen? I'll watch The Watchmen. I'm going to sue. I'm going to sue Crown like you don't believe. Because I'm going to sue the Crown to make change for children all around the world and protect them. Because I've been a failed adopted child, and I see that as my therapy to deal with my past. I know I've made a difference. So all you people I share my way, mate, you don't realise how much it gets to my heart. I love you all. Love you to the hilt. Graham, Oxford, New Zealand. Graham Axford, sorry, from New Zealand. It's a worldwide problem, government. Big shout going out to you, mate. Share this in New Zealand. Share the pants off it. This is a worldwide problem. We've got people from New Zealand. This is a multicultural society, the UK. So child stealing involves the world. So big shout going out to you in New Zealand. Share all my posts, share all my videos. There's people in this country from New Zealand probably been affected. Please follow me for change. Get yourself a red hat. You know, everybody I see in a red hat, I bid my own. My children shout out the window, like your hat, mate. Like your hat, little boy. My kids, you know. My boy's got a red hat. Get your red hats. Post your pictures to me. It makes me feel great. Gives me more fire in my gut to smash the establishment for you lot. Because social workers are stealing children. And the government can't tell me no. Social workers perjuring themselves and stealing. Like they stole my child. If I'm wrong, come and see me. If I'm wrong, come and see me. My last video, Facebook Live, I had threats off a guy that wanted to meet me. I went at the guy on Tuesday, didn't even turn up. Mush, didn't even turn up. You was watching my videos and you see what I've done with a scaffold tube. Mate, you don't want a right hand off me. I'll put you asleep, no problem. I'll snap you up like a chicken on a Sunday. Didn't even turn up. I move on. No one will get a reaction out of me. No one will get a reaction out of me. But what I'm not going to have is people caning me and slating me, you know, because of my plans for sex offenders, child sex offenders, murderers. You know, if they don't like that, dry your mouth, walk away, because it's not going to change. I'm going to do what I want to do for all my followers, as I know, as my family, extended, because this is a worldwide problem. Government, social workers, mate, they're picking up a Bible every day. When I went to court for my child, I did not pick up the Bible and swear on oath. God's Ten Commandments says, do not use God's name in vain. But if you're telling the truth or not, don't pick up a Bible and swear on it. Social workers are going into court every day and swearing on oath. Telling lies in court on oath. If I told one lie, I don't smoke, on oath, I lost my child to adoption. It is deemed that serious by social workers and the local authorities. You've just sworn an oath. Where's transparency? Where's the accountability? Because all the families I shout for in the UK and around the world, they want it, and they're going to get it in me. Share this video, like and share it all around the world. It needs to move, this video needs to move. We've got Lord ministers watching, you know, any of you people want to contact me, I'm an influential person, you know, I am the street, you know, I was dragged up, you know, Facebook, best dressed, that's the way I live my life, you know. Social workers, why are you turning around to families and saying, oh, if you don't go do that, we're going to take kids off you. If you leave the hospital, we're going to take kids off you. Why are you doing that? Why are you scaremongering and mentally abusing parents, social workers? You're doing it on a regular basis. You need to pack it in, you know. I will put cameras on social workers in the social service party and have an independent company doing the camera footage to stop any editing. I do not edit my work. I am a doer. I don't chat, I do. I'm taking my political party quite serious. I've added quite a lot more to me manifesting my political party. My political party is going to be based around social services, because that's why I wanted to start a political party up, because of social services. So I name it Social Services, and it will do what it says, so shall serve. No extravagant wages, directors, chief executives, head children's services, social workers, foster carers. Mate, I've got solutions to plug all the holes in the social care bag, because I know where the holes are, because I've been that looked after child. I've been that family you stole a child off. I know all parts of social care better than you do. What do you lot know? Well, you toffing those people, because that's what the streets see you as. And I'm telling you how it is, because that's how they want me to tell you. Toffing those people. How do you know social care? You don't know it as good as me. I've lived it. I beat your local authority in court. They broke the law. I still beat them. I beat your social workers in court. I wiped the floor with your legal team. Bowled your canes. Sent them packing down the road. I'm a failed looked after child with no qualifications. Government, how do you feel? Give me justice. Give me justice. For all the families. Give me that big loud voice. For all the families. You know, you're all quick enough. You're all your MPs, that's what makes me laugh. That's what makes me laugh on all you MPs. You're all quick enough to get your photos and your mugshots with children pushing swings, roundabouts, trampolining and all the rest of it. You give them no voice. Come this way. You know, come and speak to me. I'll tell you how it is. I can prove what I say. I wouldn't say it. Big shout going out to everyone who's logged on tonight. Share it with your friends, share it with your neighbours, tell everyone about it, you know, because it happens. There's some people on tonight that haven't got social services involvement. And by God, mate, if social services wanted to, they could get your child like that. Because if you go try and take a dog's pup, when it's in its cage with its pups, you try and take a pup, what's it going to do? It's going to have you. You try and climb into a bird's tree, into a nest, and try and nick a bird's egg, it'll swoop on you. You know, but we've got to hold back from that. You know, they'll nick our child for that. But I've got something. I put a post up on my Facebook. Now, I put a post up saying about, one second, I put a post up saying about I could get all cases thrown out of court. Right. Government, I've got something for you. My mum told you my name was Jack. I'm going to get all my ID and everything else, my passport, driving licence, birth certificate, and you can have it back and ram it. Ram it where the sun don't shine. I am not going to believe what my mum says anymore. My mum told me my name was Jack. I am not going to believe what my mum says anymore. I am the person I am. Now, if every person involved with social services gave all their ID back, government, because they don't want to listen to their parents, they don't want to believe their parents, you know. My mum said your name was Jack. I've got to lead my life believing my name Jack. On me. Hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man. My mum failed me. I'm pure guilt. She doesn't talk to me. My mum don't talk to me. My mum condoned my stepdad beating the life out of me. Constantly at weekends. My mum thought that was alright. She don't talk to me because of guilt. But I still love her. I still want to see her. It's crazy. I grieve for my mother. And she don't want to talk to me. Don't know what to say, Mum. Don't know what to say. Community stigma. All the neighbours look down on you because you've got social services involvement. Shocking. You lose a child to adoption. You've got all the neighbours look down on you, judging you. Oh yeah, we lost their kid to social services. That's what people do. It's a judgmental society. Now, let me touch on something. Government. Pelka. Right? Shannon Matthews. Poppy Worthington. All these families, right? New identity. Why have they got a new identity after abusing and failing children? Families who go into a family court don't get that. Why is that? I ask, government, why is that? Why do people like that get a name change and protected? People who've lost their children to adoption don't. Stinks, makes me sick. Leaves a horrible taste in my mouth, and I am not going to go away, government. Social services is something else, and I'm going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. You can't shut me up. It's not about money, it's about change, it's about prosecution. I'm the first social workers that did. Now, if we don't do anything, I will start naming these social workers. I'll start naming them. Because if you're not going to do anything, I'll name them. I'm not going to do it tonight, I'm going to check my legal team properly. But if you don't start doing something, I will name these social workers. And now, these social workers, one of them has been gone for 13 years. Now, let me tell you all you people that are following me, I was a fair looked after child. I have applied for my forms, all my care past from when I was a child. Now, I told the establishment, my solicitor, the social worker that stole my child, I think I can prove it, she was my social worker when I was a child. And if I do prove it, by God, I apply for my files, no one can find them. Cheshire, Liverpool, where's my files? Where's my files? Is it because I'm right? You're talking a whole new ball game if it is. Social workers stealing children. If you've just logged on tonight, you know, tonight's about social services. I say how it is, I don't hold back. I shout for you lot, you know, I shout for you lot, you know. Big shout going out to you, Rose, if you've just joined on. Sorry I haven't seen you in the cafe when I normally have my coffee, but it was nice to see you. Big shout going out to your old man, give him a pat on the back for me, tell him I was asking. Jackie Carr, big shout going out for you, girl. My first ever, sorry, Jackie Doyle Rice is on my mind big time, and every time I see your name I think of it. Sorry, but it's a bloke, Jackie, you can't. But my number one fan, the first to put a hat up on the computer, I'm going to meet you one day and I'm going to shake your hand and I'm going to thank you for that. You know, do share it. You know, everybody's got to get over that. Jackie Con was the first. Daniel Marshall, Rema, Karen Chapman, big shout going out for you. Thanks for watching. Again, thanks for all the work you do. I see all you people I give shouts for as my work engine, liking and sharing all my work on a regular time. I'm loving it, you know, and it gives me strength to carry on, because I get doubts every day. I get doubts. Am I doing the right thing? Am I getting out there? I get negative feedback sometimes. I try and ignore it, you know, but every time I go on site and see everything's been liked and shared, it gives me more fight, you know. So again, thank you, Karen Chapman, for liking and sharing the work you do for me. We're going to do this, girl. We're going to do this. Big shout going out to you, Baz. Big shout going out to Mr. Snips, Baz. Mr. Snips, best hair place in Essex. You know, Baz knows me of old. Been out clubbing with him. He's a good friend of my old training partner. You know, rest be with him. He's not with us today, unfortunate circumstances. So big shout going out to you, Baz. My boy talks all the time about going back to your hairdressers, you know. So I'm going to have to bring him down again, you know, for another tap out style haircut for him, because he loves it. Training him up, I am training him up. Linda Hickey from Missouri in the USA. Thanks for logging on tonight. Please like and share my video. Big shout going out to all you people in the United States who are following me. I'm getting quite a big fan club of States, because this is a worldwide problem. So big shout going out to you, Linda Hickey. Please like and share. This is a world problem, you know. The system's different in the States, but the social services act in the same way as they do there as they do here, you know. I'm seeing children being removed, you know, off of parents unlawfully. It's shocking, you know. You're always going to get that reaction, and when you give them that reaction, I'm afraid it gives them power to more or less take your child, because it sparks assessments, you know, anger management, and you've got personality disorders and all the rest of it. Social services said I had a personality disorder. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. Go and get an independent assessment done. Right? That's what you need to do. Independent assessment. I did it. You know? They can't argue it. They can't argue it. Even if you have to put money in your pocket, man, don't do it. You know? Stand at a set of traffic lights. 5 o'clock in the morning, clean window screens, put a sign up while you're doing it. Everyone will chuck you £1. It's a good cause. You know? You're not a bum. It's a way of earning money. So the stigma on that I wanted to touch on, you know, all these people getting new identities for abusing, sexually abusing children. They've been in prison, they come out, they get a new identity. People get have their children adopted, they don't get new identity. And what social workers are doing is, when them people have children again, they're going back and stealing more children off of them. So they constantly bang, 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 constantly. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to do to the establishment. Unfortunately, they don't like it, but I'm not going to go away. What I'm going to do is slow down a little bit on my speaking, because people in the States will probably find it a little bit hard to understand me. I've been chomping at the bit tonight to get on live. Big shout going out to you, Aaron, another one of my work engine. Big shout going out to you, mate. Love to drive up to South. I'm in Southend soon, so I'll have to link up, have a coffee in Costa, have a little chat, because I do like you, Aaron. Big shout out to you, mate. Danielle, much love to you. Love you too. My heart's with you all. Danielle, I fight for you, love girl, and I'm going to tell the crown how it is. Alison, hi hun, what about me? Is that Alison?
You're right.
Alison, oh, my first love when I was 13, never forget ya. You know, I was a little shit, Alison, you know that. You know, big hugs, big kisses. My first love, Alison. Big shout going out for you, Runcorn. I'll give you a shout. I did give you a shout on the start of the video, on the start of the recording. I've done it again now. Lovely kids. Big shout going for Karen Chapman again. I'm getting a Scousman red hat. Please do. You know, please do. We're going to do this. We've got to take the mick out of it because honestly, if we don't laugh, we'll cry. I've done a video of me standing in the judge's cape. Because what? Social services, you know, they're sitting there saying they're qualified in about way when they say, oh, your mental health's deteriorating, you know. Who are you to say that, social services? You know, are you qualified in the mental health to be saying that to parents? You know what I mean? You ain't, so why are you saying it? You said it to me. Mentally unstable, you said I was. You said I had a personality disorder, and you said my missus was delusional. How do you feel? Someone you said was delusional, someone you said had a personality disorder, an anger problem, smashed you in court. Wiped the floor with your legal team. How'd you feel? So I'm big shout going out for the families in the UK and around the world of forced adoption. Any fathers and all the rest of it that are not seeing their children, any mothers that are not seeing their children, yeah, it bothers me. My political party is going to combat it right across the board. Right across the board. Because what else is a myth thing for me? All the time my missus was pregnant, not one local authority service asked me how I feel. How are you feeling? Is your first? When I got to the hospital, not one person, not one doctor, not one nurse said to me, how are you feeling, mate? Is it your first? You feeling alright? You know, I was all nervous and it knocked me, you know what I mean? Shocking, mate, shocking. We're all human. And it made me cry seeing my child born. I didn't see Missy being born, but I saw my other child being born, and it made me cry. It did make me cry. To have your child stolen from a hospital, you're bonding, you're taking away the bond, which is what you did to me, government, Thurrock Council. You took away the bonding from my baby to my missus, who you said was delusional. Why did you say, Thurrock Council, my missus was delusional? She is my rock. How do you feel? Behind every great man is a great woman. Remember that. I love my missus. I've got control. My missus didn't want me to kick off. I respect that. I love her. I didn't kick off. But by God, if I did, that social worker wouldn't be here today. Trust me. Because the police, you drafted loads of police in the court case, in a room. They wouldn't have been able to get out of that room quick enough. The damage would have already been done. I knew I was going to win. But I didn't hand my baby to a social worker. I handed my baby to a barrister. I refused to hand my baby to any social worker. And when I handed my baby to a social worker, what social workers are doing is laughing at the parents sniggering little one-liners after they've lost their children. You social workers, you're inhumane. You did it to me. Laughing. You were laughing at me. You ain't laughing now, are you? Nearly swore then. But you ain't laughing now, are you? You four social workers. It's all about criminal charges, mate. Accountability. Karen Chapman, I need a meg mouth at my protest in Nottingham on Friday. I'll have to look at my diary on Friday. I've got to see my agent this week sometime. So I'll have a look at my diary and have a look. Inbox me, location and stuff. I think I might be able to make it Friday when I'm thinking about it, but I'm not going to put my name to it yet because I have got a busy week this week. But I've got to meet my agent, meet my legal team. So I'll inbox me, Karen, inbox me, and if my diary's empty, I'll do what I can to get up there now. The only thing that stops me getting around the country to attend all these protests that people are doing, because I'd love to go from one to the other. Do you know what I mean? I am megaphone man. The only thing that stops me is funding. You know, I'm on benefit. You know, I refuse to get a job because I'm dealing with my past. And the only way I can deal with my past is making change for all you people. Aaron Sexton, no to equality. They won't give us equality. The rain, you know. I can prove social workers perjured themselves. Not one professional, not one policeman has come to me and said, you're accusing the establishment of perjury. There I am. I can prove local government perjured themselves. No, there is no equality, mate. No, there ain't. Quick enough knocking on my door, I ripped the off on a snooker table by accident. It was a frustration swing, like you do in tennis, like you do in golf. The cue slipped out my hand because I had hold of the thin end of the cue. They had me in court for that within weeks. Served up, mate. Fine. Yet they can commit perjury on me and nothing. Nothing. But I'm going to crack on because the government don't like me speaking out. Everybody gets gagged. Everybody gets dragged back to court for putting their pictures of the kids on Facebook. You don't see me getting nicked. And I'll say some serious allegations to the crime. Theresa May, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? It's no good. It's got no good demoting Liz Truss. Now, if only people in the States don't know who Liz Truss is, Liz Truss, Elizabeth Truss, she was a Justice Secretary. Now, if you Google, when you go on my pictures, you will see me with two women with the arms around them. One of them is Liz Truss and one of them is Jackie Doyle-Price. These two are the centre of forced adoption. These two do not give children a voice. Now, Liz Truss was Justice Secretary. She swore on oath. She knew about my case before she took oath to take the job on as a Justice Secretary. Now, when she swore on oath, she still ignored it. I was tweeting and tweeting and tweeting her. You go look at my tweets, you'll see it. Theresa May had a reshuffle and stood her down. She's committed some offences. So, Alan, you're right, there is no equality. There ain't, mate. You've got the Justice Secretary not being held to account after she swore on oath. Why don't you come and see me, Liz? For council perjured themselves, the social workers, and stole my kid. They went back to court to defend their perjury and said I was a terrorist, ignoring the police. What are you going to do, Theresa May? Shocking double standards, mate. Big shout going out to all the good women. And Karen Chapman. Good women, you know. Don't feel disheartened because you've lost a child. Don't lose the confidence because you've lost a child. You know, stick by me, girls. Stick by me, fellas. You know what I mean? We're going to do this. We're going to do this because I'm sick and tired of it, mate. And it's given a horrible taste in my mouth all my life. And I'm going to deal with my past by combating it. You know, I need that thrust. You know, and by me getting loads and loads of people on board, sharing my work, getting it all out there, mate, it's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference. I've had a viewing from North Korea. North Korea. I'm getting out there slowly, but I'm getting out there. So big thank you to you, Karen. Rob Wyatt, keep going, mate. Never give up. Rob, you know I don't give up, bro. You know I won't give in. I'm stubborn. You know what I mean? When my mum's boyfriend used to hit me all the time. Me and my brother used to see how long we could laugh. So you can laugh the longest. And we used to get bashed again for laughing. You know what I mean? So that's why I've always grown up as it's alright being able to give a punch, but can you take one? Because I can. Do you know what I mean? Big shout out for you, Rob. Thanks a lot for logging on, mate. Thanks for looking at my card the other day. Big up to you. Love you to take me out in that Mach 1 Escort. You know? Rock it, mate. Rock it. If you want to just logged on tonight's about social workers. I say how it is. Social workers up and down this country committing perjury and stealing children. They're dividing communities. They're dividing fathers from their children. Personality disorders, anger problems, oh, you've been to prison for growing weed, oh, you've been to prison for handling, oh, good job, so have I, but I still got my child back. So it can be done, you know. But social workers telling lies, provoking parents to get a reaction and stealing their children through assessments, costing the taxpayer thousands. When these assessments are being paid for, it's up to £9,000, if not more, for these assessments to be done, and they're really unbiased. In the Social Service Party, I'm going to set up independent assessment units, independent from local authority and from government, to do the assessments, and independent contact centres to get accountability, transparency, you know, and make it fair right across the board, you know, because again, the heart of the economy really is children's services, you know, social care. So social services do need to be there, you know, and I big up to all you good social workers, because I've met a few. Now, there are some good social workers out there. I mean, there's been some serious offences committed against children. I'm a children's rights campaigner and I fight for children's rights as well, you know. Hence why I speak for Poppy Irvington, Pelka, you know, Sharon Matthews, do you know what I mean? These parents have had new identities. New identities. These parents have been to prison. New identities. These forced adopted children, the families are not getting new identities. The government may wake up and smell a coffee. What's going on? You know what I mean? You're protecting child sex offenders, costing the taxpayer's purse. What's going on? And you can't meet the deficit. The Social Service Party is going to show you real child protection. Real child protection. You know, I'm going to try and combat cancer. You know, my aspirations, my ideas, they could probably cure it. Alzheimer's, AIDS. My aspirations for the NHS, raise millions of pounds for new money, new ideas for government. You know, they're not going to stop me. They're not going to stop me. I've got great ideas to raise millions of pounds for the police, because they need to be there. You know, at the end of the day, they're the only people I know that can make one phone call and 50 of his mates turn up, and that's the police, the old Bill, the Rozzers, whatever you want to call them, the filth. You know, but at the end of the day, I've got great ideas to raise money for the police force. Big shout going out to you, Alan, again. Our judges are under oath when making judgment on the family. Everybody's sworn in. The barristers do, the MPs do, everybody's sworn in, you know. I mean, if you mess around with gas, you've got to corgi registered. Do you know what I mean? It's right across the board. You've got to have a certificate, or you've got to have this, got to have that. You know what I mean? So these professionals, mate, they're paid extravagant wages. MP Jackie Dole-Price is the centre of forced adoption. She knows the ins and outs of what's going on. Turn her back on it, mate. Perjury. This is the godmother to the Justice Secretary's children, Elizabeth Truss. Hence why I've had no justice. So Lord Beecham and Lord Foulkes, mate, come this way. MP Jackie Dole-Price and Liz Truss to criminal offence not to report it. It's your solution in Parliament. It's a criminal offence. You stated that. You stated that. Lisa Mountney.
Doesn't matter. So we're done.
What am I going on about? Social services. I'm going about MPs, you know, swearing on oath, you know, not being able to out of account. Share this, Lisa. I'm a hashtag Scouse megaphone man. I speak for every forced adopted child in this country, and every father and mother that are paying TSA and then not seeing their children. I'm a children's rights campaigner. I shout for every looked after child in the UK. I've been a failed looked after child at the hands of the establishment, and the establishment stole my child and said I was a terrorist. I proved my innocence, got my child back, and now I'm here to smash the establishment as hard as I can for all you families who are affected through social services, because it's going on. Social workers are lying in court under oath and stealing children. If I'm wrong, come see me, government. So big shout for going out for you, Lisa. Please like and share it with all your friends. Thank you very much for showing interest. Thank you. Kay Tipping out in Ireland. Big shout going out for you. Love you loads. And you, Georgia. Northern Ireland. Love you loads as well. Big shout going out for you. Tell Kay she is right. You are from Liverpool. Okay, I am from Liverpool. My motto is to all my friends, I'm a Scouser, not a tit. Sorry for swearing, I don't hate it. I'll say how it is. And that's what I'll say to people. You know, us Liverpool people, we're resilient. You know, it is the capital of Ireland, and that's the way I'll see it. You know? So, big shout going out to you, Kay. I'm from Toxteth in Liverpool, Myrtle Street. Born in Liverpool, exactly. So yeah, I was brought up around the way to Liverpool, and I was ragged, you know. I was ragged. So if you just logged on tonight, please like and share. Keep your questions coming in, keep the show going on. So we can do it a little bit longer. People still logging on all the time. I don't know how many people are watching live. Keeps freezing and going off. My camera keeps going off as well, so I don't know whether I've got some gremlins in there. So I'm going to carry on anyway, regardless. I don't know whether you can see me or not, but my screen's gone blank. But I'm still going to carry on. So big shout going out to all you people that logged on. Got a load of papers all thrown at me here. Mrs. is at the side of me tonight again, handing me messages. Danielle, much love to you. Alison, love you too. Here they are. 2014, 2,500 children forcibly adopted. Adoption statistics. 2,500 in 2014. That's a lot. That's a lot. At the time my child was stolen, 52 children out of 1,000 in my borough have been stolen. Unbelievable. What are the councils and the government going to do? What are they going to do? Because I'm not going to go away. You know, social services are ruthless. You know, they're ruining it for the good social workers. And I'm sorry, but most of them are really bad. They're really bad, you know. The amount of social workers that are bragging about what they're doing on social media, you know. I've had dirty looks thrown at me by social workers with their heads around their neck, off on their way to Thurrock Council. Let me tell you, social workers that are in Thurrock Council, who were giving me dirty looks, I might be training you and inducting you to go on the straight, because I know it better than you do. If you Google me, you'll see that the local council, Thurrock Council, asked me to train and induct social workers. So you two social workers that were laughing and giving it, you're not laughing now, are you? I bet you're corrupt. Anthony Douglas, Children and Family Support, the Court Advisory Service. Anthony Douglas. What do you think of my situation? You know, Thurrock Council stole my child, patient themselves, tried to adopt it. What do you think, Anthony Douglas? Not that you're watching. I honour you, Judge Lynn Roberts. Fair, transparent, sent my baby home. Seen my case for what it was, Judge Lynn Roberts. So all you people, any of you families out there that have got Judge Lynn Roberts, you will get a fair crack of the whip. I did. She's not a corrupt judge. She's not. And Judge Mumby, big up to you, bro. You say it how it is. Judge Mumby, I've got great ideas, aspirations. I mean, £95 million I could raise with one of my ideas with Judge Mumby's recommendation to keep all people together and not divide them. He said, Judge Mumby said it was inhumane. So a big shout out to you, Judge Mumby. The Professor of Social Care. What do you think? The Professor of Social Care, Social Services. What do you think? Hashtag Scouts make a fun man. Thurrock Council patient themselves to steal my child. The Professor of Social Care, Dr. Ray Jones. What do you think of my situation? So, any of you lords that are watching me tonight, or MPs, share it with him. Share it with him. I'd like to see what he's got to say about me. No MP comes to speak to me. Why is that? Where are all these children going? Big shout out to all you people in the States. There's children from UK gone to the States. I know this. First hand I know this. Thurrock Council said that I was a traveller, and they targeted me because they thought I was a traveller. They said Mr Barnes is of traveller background. The MP's husband is sending emails to the head children's services. He drives several different Mercedes. Mark Hochschild, I'm going to hold you to account for that. I'm going to hold you liable for that. Lying on email. I can prove it. You little pheasant, Mark Hochschild. So I'd like to know what Dr. Ray Jones has got to say about all this. You know, I'd like to know what he's got to say about this. Shane Phillips, big shout out to you, gal. Social workers make you feel like criminals. Even parents. You're right, they do make you feel like criminals. I was in a town centre shouting for grandparents. It's shocking. Why can't you social workers give the grandparents a fair crack of the whip? Why can't you do that? To see a woman like Sheila Phillips grieving, and many other grandmothers and grandfathers, making them feel like criminals, you social workers, is shocking. And I'm going to say how it is, because you did it to me, and I can prove it. Come and speak to me, any of you MPs. Yeah, so I'd like to know what Ray Jones, the Professor of Social Care, is going to do, and I'd like to know what Anthony Douglas would like to say about it. Keep your comments coming in, keep questions coming in. You know, the more we keep the questions coming in, the longer I can stay on for you people. I love sitting here. You know, it's like a frustration release. It's like going on a megaphone and telling them how it is. You know, I'm going to try and go to this protest on Friday if I can. You know, because I do need that release, and I am here to shout for people, and I am going to go out my way to try and get some funding to get up to that protest, to shout my mouth off, because some things do need to be heard, and the social services, mate, you've heard me and you're going to keep hearing me. All you people that are logged on and are watching my video, I am preparing a really long threshold statement against my local council, to take my local council to court, to the family court, because I'm going to seek to remove their children. If I succeed, I'm going to move from council to council, removing their children. All the failed councils will remove their children if I do it at that council. Now, your statistics and the way you operate will be going a threshold statement, and I'm going to seek to remove your kids. You affected two of my children, social workers. You nicked one on due to risk of harm, and you left one to be suffer all forms of abuse at the hands of the mother. And I've still not had no criminal charges at the hands of my son's mother. Now, if all you people are getting confused, oh, he's got a son. I've been with my missus 11 years. I had a menage a trois with a woman because my missus is bi. Right? I was persuaded. I wore a condom. Right? And this woman put a hole in it. Later to come back and tell me that baby's hers. So she stung me for maintenance. When she seen me in the paper, she asked me if I wanted to see my son. I then proceeded to take my son off her. He suffered all forms of abuse at the hands of her and her boyfriend. I've got no criminal charges, yet I've got a psychiatric report done by the Priory, all the damage it's done. And my local authority are not going to pay for the care. I'm not accepting liability. Are you having a laugh? Thurrock Council's legal team, you are being lied to. You're being lied to by social services, your social care, your director of children's services, who's on the extravagant wages, is lying to the legal team of Thurrock Council. Now, I would like the legal team of Thurrock Council to go through the complaints process. I went through the complaints process. You go and look me up through that process and see. I'll give you permission. Please like and share this video, you know. social services. It's rife. I've got my missus at the side of me tonight, passing me notes. Keep them notes coming in. I'll give you shouts. Any part of social services you want me to touch on, I can touch on, because they've knocked me from pillar to post all my life, and they can't say it don't happen, because it does, and I will tell them how it is, how you want me to tell them. Alan Andrews, big shout going out for you, mate. Is that Alan from the bin? Alan Andrews from the bins, big shout going out to you, mate. Long time mate, good close mate of mine. Leonard Goodyear, big shout going out to you, Leonard and your missus, lovely kids. You know, Leonard, I've been doing this for a long time now, but if you've seen me standing in an election, you know, I'm hammering the establishment, they don't like it. Thurrock Council, mate, it's shaking at the foundations because it's that scared, Leonard. You know, I can prove Thurrock Council perjured themselves and stole my child. So Leonard, if you have any problems with social workers, come and see me at the earliest possible time for me to get in there and help you properly, you know. Big shout out to you, Cindy and Phil and all you lot. Lorraine, I want to say hello to you. Lorraine from the flat, big shout going out to you. Love you to bits. A woman of my heart, I've got a bit of a crush on you, but there you go. I can live with that. Will, big shout going out to you, mate. Thanks for logging on, all you people. Please like and share. I stood in an election in 2015 to make change for children. I made it known that once I got into the council for social care, I was going to rock the boat, and I made it known, you know, and I think that election was a bit rigged, because I reckon I got in, you know, I reckon I did get in. Daffy, big shout going out to you. Please like and share the video on forced adoption. This live is for forced adoption tonight, and any father that's paying CSA and he's not seeing his children, anyone that's paying and not seeing CSS for the children, I fight for all them children not seeing their families, you know, all them children who are being looked after at the hands of the Crown, who are being failed, systematically failed, all forms, and when the inquiry come along, they're all folding down and all the rest of it. I've put my name forward for all these inquiries that are going on. You know, I'm capable of doing it, because I beat and smashed the local authority in court, wiped the floor of the legal team. So I put myself forward, you know, for these people to do the inquiries, but they don't want me doing it. They'd rather have an ex-social worker or an ex-MP or someone who's suck a lollipop at the establishment. Because I don't suck lollipop at the establishment, oh, they don't want to listen. But I'm getting bigger, I'm getting up there, and they are concerned. You know, roundabout way, they're talking in politics, in Parliament and all the rest of it, and on TV, you know. Any of you BBC, Sky, any of you, RT, come and speak to me. I'll say how it is, you know. I won't hold back on my country. You know, I love my country. I'd love to go to war for my country, but, mate, I've been battered by my system. Battered at the hands of social workers who steal children, because I can prove they do. And my social worker's been going 13 years. How many she's stolen? How many? Big shout going out to Chris, not long buried his son. My heart's with you. Mate, you're a big man than me. You've buried one of your children. You know what I mean? So big up to you, hat off to you. Big shout to you, Chris. Be strong, mate. It'd be good if we could get you on a live show. Again, anybody who wants to come on a live show, contact me on inbox. We'll get you on. If you're gagged, I'll give you a mask. You can wear one of them. Speak out, mate. Some things have to be heard. You know, we celebrate Guy Fawkes. We sell fireworks. The government tax them fireworks. You know what I mean? People are going to celebrate me too. Because I'm going to do it legally. I'm going to turn the establishment upside down on its head. Because I can prove local government perjured themselves. There's no running away from that, man. There's no running away from that. Perjury carries 5 years. And you social work involved in my case, I hope you're mentally abused by the work I'm doing. And I hope you're scared. Big shout going out to Haddad. Hello to you too. Thank you for logging on tonight, showing of interest. Again, thank you for all that you do, sharing my work. I see all you people that share my stuff as my work engine. Hopefully, there's going to be one big party, and you know that party's going to end up like a party like Glastonbury. There's that many people like and share my work. It's unbelievable. I am getting bigger, you know. I am starting to become a movement, and I will turn it political, because I have been up with the Cabinet's best top 10. I've been up there with them, you know, and I can hold my own in the chat, and I do say how it is. So, big shout going out to you, Anna Dodd. Abdul, big shout going out to you, mate. Anybody, I mean, for advertisement, if you live near a rugby stadium, put a sign, hashtag Scouts Megaphone Man, or any Stop Forced Adoption, behind the goals of the rugby posts. Hang it from the stand. Every time there's a kick on a live game, what's going to happen? It's going to be seen. It's going to be seen. Big shout going out to you, Lola. Love you too, sis. You know, love you loads. I'll be up soon to see ya. Social services, that's what it's all about tonight. Social services, forced adoption, women and men paying CSA, not seeing their children. This is a worldwide problem. Big shout going out to all you people that are following in the States. If you Google me, you'll see my full story. The UK is a big problem. It's a big problem in the States, a big problem here. I know a lot of people that are shipping off to France, you know. All you people that have shipped off, ran away, please be careful of Brexit, you know, because even the expats are worried about coming home, you know. I mean, again, are the government prepared for all the expats? This Brexit off, you know. So big shout to all you people in France, all you people in Ireland and around the world. Hannah Dodd, she's been passed another now. How do I get my case in front of Theresa May? Listen to me, Hannah. If you Google Jack Barnes Thorough, can you go on the images on Google, you will see that I'm on a bus with Theresa May and the MP. She ain't going to listen to you. You will also see me with Theresa May, Prime Minister, sitting in an office chatting. She won't listen to you. She didn't listen to me. She's not going to listen to me. She ain't going to listen to no one. This is why we need a big movement. We need to get these videos out there, get it all moving, you know, to make Theresa May listen. You know, Theresa May, if you're watching, I can prove local government, a council, perjured themselves. Now, you, Theresa May, what are you going to do from now onwards? I put it to you. What are you going to do? If it's defamatory, if I'm lying, let the community see that I've been banged up for it. If not, where's the justice? Because comes with the justice, change. Big change for children. If children's safety is a paramount for a council, government, why are your social workers stealing children? Why are your social workers being horrible to parents, provoking them, failing their contact, taking their child from hospitals, the local authorities seeking to remove their property after they've lost their child? You're all in it together. And the barristers, they don't care about you people. Let me tell you something. They get paid no matter what. If you win or lose, they get paid. They don't care. You know? Some barristers are good. But at the end of the day, the barristers are only as good as the papers. Now, if you supply your barrister with a load of paperwork that don't make sense and you don't get it all right, he's not going to do that good. I'm going to say how it is. Do you know what I mean? I'm a scaffolder. You know, if I've got a rubbish labourer, I'm not going to put a lot of scaffold up. And my boss is going to pay me for what I do on squareage. So I'm going to a good scaffolder has got an excellent labourer. You know, a good man has got an excellent woman. Do you know what I mean? It's the way it is. Been with my missus 11 years. Social services, they are about divide and conquer. They are about divide and conquer. They could do it to me, my missus. We're too strong. And now we're stronger for all you people suffering through social services. Any more questions coming in? What's that one? What I can't understand, priests, involves in politics, hustings held in churches. Come on, man. What's happening there? What's that all about? What's that all about? Jack Straw, what are you doing nowadays, mate? What are you doing, Jack Straw? Another one, double standard, making laws. Children within the establishment can't speak out. Why is that? Shocking, mate. Another one. Mr. Gove, you left your child in a hotel room, man. The same as the McCanns left their child in a hotel room. Future risk of harm. The worst happened. My heart goes out to McCanns because my child was stolen. I know how they feel. So if you're watching the McCanns, my heart goes out to you because my child was stolen on future risk of harm. Don't make sense, does it? And you get £80 taxpayers' money. £80,000 taxpayers' money. Why have we seen you down the cells? It's shocking. Have you still got your other children in the cans? Have you still got your other children? You left your kid a future risk of harm. I had my child stolen a future risk of harm. Have you still got your other children? Social workers, what's happening? You're not in there. You government, you're something else. You're something else. And your social workers, you ram the lot. I'll see you in court, I promise you that. And I'll start my political movement now. I'm going in. I am preventing families taking the law into their own hands, you government. You upset people every day in social services. What are you going to do? Who are you going to blame? If one of them families take the law into their own hands, get it all the time. I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So I want you to know, government, these families do want to do stuff. I prevent people from doing stuff. I give them fight for change. Because social workers are something else. And the HCPC, mate, you might as well clear your desks and go home. Because we need to start seeing social workers go into prison. That's what we need. Accountability. You see a policeman going to prison. What's the difference between a policeman and a social worker? You see a Ben Copper, he'll go jail for that. Why are you seeing social workers? What, immune from prosecution, section 71. What's that all about? It's a worldwide problem, and I want you to know, government, a lot of people make threats against social workers, and I prevent people from doing that, because I want change. And the reason I want change is to deal with my childhood past after you failed me, all forms of abuse, government. In a boarding school, Lower Lee boarding school, Lower Lee boarding school, child abuse, Google it. No justice. And then you later come back and try and nick my kid. You've got a personality disorder, Megaphone Man. You've got an anger problem, Megaphone Man. You're a cage fighter. You've done boxing, you've done this, you've done that. Well, let's go dance to court, I said to the social workers. Show me how you dance. And when I showed them my dance, they fell asleep. Social services waste so much money. It is untrue. And you've got a Prime Minister at the helm. Oh, money there, boom, 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 boom. Money everywhere. Social services. Why, Theresa May, you can pump millions, if not billions, into the social care. The bag's got holes in. Come and speak to me, Theresa. Come and speak to me, Jeremy. You're not going to hold the government to account, Jeremy Corbyn, are you? Treasury, mate. Jeremy Corbyn. I can prove local council pressured themselves and nicked my head. What have you got to say about it? You're not going to come and speak to me. the opposition. So who am I meant to turn to? What am I meant to do? Guerrilla warfare, what your social services don't they? Do two wrongs make a right? I want to ask you, government, what would you do if all your social workers said, right, we don't want to be social workers no more, we're too scared? What are you going to do then? I'm a children's rights campaigner. How many children are going to be failed if I walk away? How many parents are going to take the law into their own hands? You need to do something. There's people in the States, Donald, they're bothered of by social workers. What are you going to do, Donald Trump? You need to do something, mate. Have a bit of respect for the man with the red hat. After all, you wear one. All them people in the States, contact me. I've got good plans for child sex offenders and child killers. Donald. Please speak to me about my idea. Revolutionise children protection. I could probably, Donald Trump, I could probably cure AIDS, cancer, Alzheimer's, loads of other stuff with my ideas. I shout for all them people in the States, Donald, because I've been viewed by over 26 states in America. It's rife, mate. It's rife. And Donald Trump, if you do come this way, mate, and I do sort out your social care, you'll be a better man for it. I know you love kids, Donald J. Trump. So I'd like an invitation, Donald, to come see you and talk to you about your social care in the States. I'm a children's rights campaigner. I'd like to come and tell you my aspirations for children around the world. Theresa May don't want to listen to me. Do you, Theresa? I know you're watching. It's great. It feels like I'm personally on you. A nice lady, Theresa. I've met you. You are a nice lady. But I think it's a cut above your head, to be quite honest and frank with you, because social care is a big part. It's a big part of government or corporation. It's a big part. I know it the best. I know it the best because I've lived it. I'm shouting for all the families that have lost their kids. There's women want to kill themselves. There's women can't sleep at night. There's women living on toast. There's men trying to kill themselves. There's men being banged up for years because they haven't been able to control themselves. Do government want a broken society? Because let's face it, if it does become a broken society, all you social workers, where are you going to run? You MPs, where are you going to run? Councillors, where are you going to run? Because you're going to be the first place when there's martial law on the streets. You're going to be the first place where people are going to go. To take your money, to take your gold, and to take your food. Knowing you can't do nothing about it. We don't want civil law, martial law on these streets. You've got Britain First doing their demonstrations. It's their fight. It's their fight. They care about their country, just like I care about Britain's children and children around the world. I care about all the families, my extended family, forced adopted, men not seeing their kids, risking their lives protesting. I'm telling you, Theresa May, I'm going to hold you to account. If one of them fathers fall and hurt themselves, I'm going to be putting it at your door because I'm making it known now. Don't want you men taking risks. No. They feel they have to be heard. It's the only way them men know. Or them committing a criminal offence. They'll rather climb somewhere to beat that social worker. Because they know the minute they do, you're right as a social worker. Lying, provoking. Big shout going out to Kay. It is the most vulnerable that SS hit the young and elderly. Social workers, they're heartless. There is good social workers out there that protect children and do it good. But you've got your social workers that are leaving old people in hospitals, man, stretching the NHS. That's why I'll say social service party will be based around social services. It'll ease the police force and the budget, call out rates for domestics, everything. Good ideas, rolling funds, NHS, leaving old people in hospital, separating old people, one in this home, one in that home. Shocking. Social services parties got ideas, rolling fund ideas. I'm not about raising money, I'm about raising money and keeping them ideas rolling themselves. And I'll do it for children all around the world, and diseases, to combat diseases. Rolling fund. Okay, just been passed another one. That's where they get their money. It is. Social care is the heart of the economy wheel of government. And it is. It creates jobs for the snobs to judge us people. Barristers, social workers, contact centres, contact supervisors, taxi services. You know the taxi service, Tilbury Taxis, when I was going through my litigation. £3 million plus from my local authority, taxis. Children here, taxi about, no doubt members of staff, councillors and all the people, all the staff in the council using staff computers, yeah, social media, things they can buy, you know, not doing the work they need to do. That's why our council's crumbling, Thurrock Council, yeah, it's bad. There's councils up and down this country failing families, social workers. And I'm here to combat that. First, I'm going to slate it to the hilt for all you families, because you are my extended family, for justice and change. So I will slate the government. I don't care what you say, Theresa May. Don't care what you say. But at the end of the day, you should be coming up with some solutions. Because I've got solutions for your social care. Because it's no good putting money into the social care bag and losing it through all the holes. Big shout going out for you, Kate. Aaron, big shout going out for you. Article 61, Magna Carta, lawful rebellion to hold the Crown to account. Where does Magna Carta come into it? If I got my birth certificate, my driver licence, my passport, I give it back to the government and said, man, you were done so, sun don't shine. And I said to government, I'm not leading to what my mum said I was anymore. My mum said my name was Jack and I'm not going to believe that no more. I am #Scouts Megaphone Man. Common law. Do one. Magna Carta. Will I get a fair trial under the Magna Carta? Will I get a fair trial under the Magna Carta? We will see soon. Because I'm way beyond everything. You know, I've got press releases out there. I'm due to see my barrister to go over taking Thurrock Council to court to the cleaners again. And my barrister, he will say how I want him to say it. Because it's the truth. And it needs to be said and it needs to be heard in a court. So, Thurrock Council, don't be under the illusion you can offer me £1 million and say, oh, yeah, Jack, here you go. Ain't going to happen, mate. Ain't going to happen. We'll see what the judge's got to say about it. It's not about money, it's about justice, criminal charges and change. Right? So put your money away. Right? Stop taking it off all the families in my community and putting it on their council tax. All you people in Thurrock, Essex, and anywhere else, have a look on your council tax demand notice bill. And if it says social care, refuse to pay it because you are my extended family. You are not paying for the failing social care. Kate is getting out there how corrupt the judges are, and the judges are getting frightened too. Mate, what are they going to do? What are the government and the establishment going to do? We sit there and say, right, up yours. We're not going to work. Poke it. We're not going to pay tax. You're not going to be able to keep your police. You're not going to be able to this. You're not going to be able to that. But I genuinely think the government want an open society. They'll be all right. in their chamber underneath Houses of Parliament or the council. Don't under the illusion, if anything serious was to happen in this country, touch wood it don't. Them MPs have got places to go and hide, shelters. They don't give a shit about us lot. We are seen as ants to the Queen and walking wallets to the government. Nothing else but. Because all you people out there, when you've got something on the council, you don't want to listen. You know? It's going to become a time when someone's going to take the law into their own hands. And I'm going to back them people. Because at the end of the day, they've done it for a reason. And I can't state it enough. Two wrongs don't make a right, and I'm not going to urge anybody to do anything. But I can't stop people doing what they want to do. So Theresa May, you need to be taking it on board, because the blood will be on your hands. Social workers are stealing kids. Darling, I'll tell you what it is. Don't care if you're offended. Your government offended me. You used my story, Jackie Dole-Price, MP, in an election of 2015 to get your seat. Once you got your seat, you turned your back on Treasury at the council. Victoria Derbyshire, why haven't you had me back on your show? Please ask. I'll come to your show. I'll say to you laws have been broken. I can prove local government, council perjured themselves, social workers stealing children. I'll be back on your show. I'll show you black and white, their papers, court-headed paper. What can't speak, can't lie. I hope I'm shaking that Parliament to its foundations. I hope I am. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to go away. I'm going to give my life to this. My brain wants to go scaffolding. My body wants to go scaffolding. But I can't, because I'm dealing with my past, being abused at the hands of the establishment. That's why I can't go to work. Making change is my therapy. Crazy. Turn the corner where I don't want to be beaten up to feel normal. I want to make change to feel normal. Theresa. Jeremy Corbyn, what are you going to do? Are you going to hold government account for children's services? Didn't think so. Full of it, mate. Full of it. And all your followers, what's up with you? You know what I mean? I'll stick it in his face. We're the opposition party, and what we're going to do is we're going to hold Theresa May's government to account. Where are you, Jeremy? Ain't fair, is it? Just been past another one. Before you go through social services, you never will believe what goes on. You wouldn't. You wouldn't believe what goes on. If you've never been involved with social workers, you wouldn't believe social workers tell lies. You wouldn't believe social workers mentally abused, looked after children. You wouldn't believe that when social workers remove the child off of the family, you people that have never had social services involvement, you would not believe that these social workers kick them kids out of care, fail. Drug habits, kids before the 16, criminal convictions as long as there are, mentally disturbed, failed, kicked into society. And then when they reach 20, 21, 22, when they've started committing some serious offences, social services move in on them. Nick their kids off them. They start bringing up all their past, Theresa May, all their past. That's what social workers are about. I ask her, government, as in social workers, what would you do if families start fighting back? Because if they don't see me getting any sort of justice, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to look at me and give it, well, he's not going to get no justice, so there's fucking no chance I'm going to get any justice. I'm going to smash that social worker when she comes round. That's what's going to happen, Theresa May. When people don't see me get justice for accusing you and your local government of perjury, your local government, Theresa May, perjured themselves, social service, foreign council stole my child. They went back to court to defend their perjury. If people don't see me getting justice, what do you think they're going to do, Teresa? So, all the threats on social media, all around the world. What are you going to do when a parent takes the law into their own hands? You need to put cameras on these social workers. It'll prove accountability, transparency to the court. At the same time, that coverage can be used and sold to the barristers, counselling for parents that have lost children. At the same time, it will protect that social worker, because Teresa, you've got to start now proving where them social workers are at all times. You need to be putting some sort of trackers on them, because I can only hold it back for so long. I'm human. I can't stop people doing what they want to do. And if people don't see me getting justice, what do you think they're going to do? These are angry people who I shout for, because your social services code of conduct. They're criminals. They act like criminal social workers. Big shout going out to everybody in the States. It's just a shame I can't get out there. The big light's gone off. So what I'm going to do, I've been on Facebook Live now for quite a while with a blank screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in now, just in case I'm wasting my time. If not, then I'm chuffed to bits that I had the urge to carry on even though I had a blank screen. So I'm going to do a Wednesday night live. I'm going to do it at 8 o'clock Wednesday live. Hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man. Follow me on Twitter at @1MissyBarnes. YouTube hashtag Scouse Megaphone Man. What I'm going to do with this Facebook Live, I'm going to download it, have a look at it, and then I'm going to send it on to YouTube, and then I'm going to send it on to the government on Twitter. Like I do all my videos, I send them directly to government on Twitter at UK Parliament. If you go on my Twitter page at @1MissyBarnes, you will see I do what I say, because I'm a doer. So thanks for all you people who've liked and shared. Thanks for everyone that's joined me tonight. Please like and share. Get all your friends to join my posts, my friends list. And I'll see you all Wednesday, 9 o'clock. This show tonight was on forced adoption and social workers. Thank you all. See you Wednesday, 8 o'clock Wednesday. Bye.